Okay, welcome to the podcast, Young Zirch, the Zirch who sells the
Young
merch.
Turk.
Welcome to the contrast.
Yeah, from the dirts. The search that's on the search in the dirt.
So, uh, so first of all, you are in Japan right now, right?
Yeah.
What part of Japan exactly?
I'm in I'm on like the borderline of Tokyo and Kanagawa, which is like where Yokohama, like a lot of like mountainous regions, volcanic region, uh,
Mm.
halfway between the ocean and halfway between the mountains.
Hmm, a nice little
And
middle part right there. And what exactly? How do you survive there? How do you get by?
Mm, like working,
Yeah.
making money, selling my time, teaching, designing, doing like
teaching.
little projects,
Mm.
And
Yo, Ziri,
making bets on the aspect of games like
are
Smash
you
Bros.
are you living a lavish life, man, in Japan?
I mean, I got all these pets and friends with me, so yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I got my kids with me, my babies, trying to
Yeah.
raise them. I'm raising them Japanese and English, American, and
Mm.
they're gender neutral babies.
Here's a random question. Here's a random question. If you had children, where would you raise them? Real children.
Yo, I wanted to ask this,
Yeah,
dude. Perfect
true. Oh man, I would say both, but actually, America, you would get America. We have a lot of things about us that, depending where you're from, you have a lot of traits and a lot of adversity that gives you a lot of opportunity to build your character. Here, it's kind of like people have a lot of things, but I would say the older generations were more grateful because they had less things. But when you live in a society where you have like peace on the outside, but internal conflicts, that's hectic and mentally damaging. But America, it's like you have both. You have the interior issues. You have like people who are basically persecuted for being who they are, like holding an opinion that's different than the masses. Like it'll be interior shit. It'll be like people who apparently look like you. It'll be people who don't look like you. You will really get tested a lot more. So the more you get tested, the more adversity you face, the more you can figure out what your values are and who you are. So I would say the core would be in America, and then the supplementary would be in Japan. But language wise, it would be good to be fluent in both and be able to think and process in both languages. So it would be good to like move around, bounce around. But the people here, like America, took away a lot of their ability to fight for themselves
Yep.
and like build up like adequate defense. And I met like a parent, a father, Japanese guy, friend of mine, and he has a 3-year-old son. And I teach kids now, so like I talked to his son and I taught his son like 4 or 5 English words in like 20 minutes that he never heard, and then how to use them, and got him into like a rhythm, and was playing with this kid. And was really happy and everything. And I asked the guy like, "Oh, did you ever show your son that quirky uh Azuki bean bread superhero named Anpanman?" And he's like, "Why would I show my son such a weak hero? Like, if his face gets smeared, his powers are like all gone, and he goes to be like super weak. And like, what am I going to teach my son with those values? What kind of superhero is that to live up to?" And I said, "That's true." And I thought to myself, like, fuck that character. And when I grew up, like, characters were a lot more fucked up, a lot more, like Batman. We had a conversation about this. Batman was fucking people up. Batman was a hurt person hurting people. They killed his family. And then he would just beat the shit out of people and drop them off of buildings and shit, break their... He put people in wheelchairs. And it wasn't, legal to do. Like, he wasn't all the way a good guy. The guy was like a guy that had enough privilege to get away with fucking people up. But it's like those guys were like already so off the Richter that it's like the fact that he fucked them up based on what they were doing, it's like they couldn't really like counter claim against him. But I feel like in a way, if it was this society and Batman existed, people would like find a way to cancel Batman, or like try to find a way to like be like, well, Batman and Batman is just a rich guy that is and no one should have that much money. Bruce Wayne. It's like people would find a way to like kind of attack, break him down. But that might make him the next president. He'd be a good president.
I mean, we kind of see it. I feel like the closest person to Batman right now is probably Elon Musk. But I guess he gets
you feel
more
like it?
Yeah, he gets more comparisons to Tony Stark, I guess.
Yeah, it's similar. Those are pretty similar characters. But even like now, like how you said, how the Mao changed the characters to mean a whole new thing by simplifying them. Like Disney and all these franchises are simplifying the Marvel characters to make them some shit that they weren't originally representing. Also with DC, like they're taking our characters and twisting them up and changing the messages to the kids, man.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
There's no media, there's no anime. They keep changing the fucking messages to like not have one solid narrative that shows you like someone's character. Like when your back's against the wall and you're getting broken and like you're getting fucked up, what decisions do you make? Like, what kind of person are you gonna be? Like, what are your core values? And like the core values of the heroes, like back even in the 90s, they still had like morals. Like Spider-Man, that dude was like taking all the shit from a lot of people.
Yep.
Yeah, he was like still had swag, getting bitches and stuff, but he never used power to like get clout. He would do it as Spider-Man, but as who he was in real life, like he took so much shit from all the people.
Yeah, we were just talking about this. Me and
Fedor
were talking about like some superheroes and like how they don't always thank you, and I brought up Spider-Man. Exactly the same.